Goes off to Minnesota, right? And Minnesota is a big, big Democrat state. So he's really walking into the lion's mouth. He's really putting them on notice for the midterms. You know, guys, Trump is here. I am here. So he had this, oh, there it is. So play the cut where he's talking to this rally. This is cut number 5, talking about the Democrats.
So the Democrats want open borders. Let everybody come in. Let everybody pour in. We don't care. Let them come in from the Middle East. Let them come in from all over the place. We don't care. We're not going to let it happen. And by the way, today I signed an executive order. We're going to keep families together, but the border is going to be just as tough as it's been. Democrats don't care about the impact of uncontrolled migration on your communities, your schools, your hospitals, your jobs, or your safety. Democrats put illegal immigrants before they put American citizens. What the hell is going on? Illegal immigration costs our country hundreds of billions of dollars. So imagine if we could spend that money to help bring opportunity to our inner cities and our rural communities and our roads and our highways and our schools.
Think about this for a minute, okay? No matter what you think about Trump, think about this. We opened up the week with every minion the Democrats have, and that means CBS, NBC, ABC, the New York Times, all their minions, all their little talking heads that they send out there who pretend they're journalists but are actually just Democrats with press cards. Every single one of them on the border with crying babies. And that's always their big thing. What about the children? They got the crying babies. They thought they had this played, right? They had it played. He's on the offensive now. He's out in Minnesota, their state, talking about what bums they are and how they want open borders. And all they've got is this kind of grumpy, like, you know, here's Eric Swalwell, a congressman, talking to Wolf Blitzer. I mean, just listen to the tone here.
Do you give the president any credit at all for at least changing his mind, changing his position, and allowing the families to stay together? From now on, they're not going to be separated.
Zero credit, Wolf. He should have done the right thing in the first place. I give him zero credit. And now I'm just concerned, Wolf, that we are going to move to indefinite detention of families at our border, and that we're not going to solve this. Congress now has an opportunity, because the imminency of this has been addressed and fixed, but now we have an opportunity to put long-term immigration policies that have consensus among the American people in place. And we should welcome that opportunity so we don't find ourselves in a horrible situation like this again.
You're a mean, mad white man.
He's a mean, mad white man. But you heard him say it. It's now in Congress's court. Jenna got it just right. It is now in Congress's court. He is not, this is the guy. He's literally Hitler. And yet he keeps saying, I can't make this law. I mean, this is what Obama did until he realized the press would not hold him to account and would let him make law. Obama would say, I can't do it. And then he would just do it when he realized the press wouldn't do anything. So now Trump is on the offensive against the Democrats, and though I'm essentially repeating myself, he is also on the offensive against the media.
But the media never talks about the American victims of illegal immigration. I know them well. I know so many of them. I campaigned with them. What's happened to their children? What's happened to their husbands? What's happened to their wives? The media doesn't talk about the American families permanently separated from their loved ones because Democrat policies release violent criminals into our communities. We need safety. We need safety. They don't bring cameras to interview the angel moms whose children were killed by criminal aliens who should have never been here in the first place, not even close. They don't want to talk to the angel moms. But as your president, I will always fight to protect American families. Always.
I mean, that is exactly what I've been saying all this week, that babies are crying everywhere. It depends which babies you cover. He's just hammering the media there.
Stop the hammering!
They can dish it out, but they can't take it. Stop the hammering. So now, what are the options here? There are legal challenges to this executive order, and then it gets struck down, and Trump says, hey, if it's challenged in law, who makes the law? Or maybe it's the lawmakers. That's maybe why they call them lawmakers. Or if we're going to talk, since we're talking about all this ancient stuff, legislators. Maybe this is why they call them lawmakers. It really is amazing. And again, I've said this all week long. It's not that I want children separated from their parents. I want the law enforced. And as Abraham Lincoln said, you want to get rid of a bad law, just enforce it. And that's what Trump is doing. And he's doing it right, because the thing is, people don't look. Americans are the nicest people in the world. They really are. If you travel, you got to get outside of the coast. So you got to get out of LA and New York. But the minute you get into the middle of this country, people are incredibly nice. They do not want to see crying babies. They don't want to see children being hurt. But they're smart enough, and the media doesn't know this, they're smart enough to know that the border has to be sealed in order to protect us.